Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the biggest celebrity dramas and shocking moments in entertainment. Today, we're talking about one of the most talked about incidents on daytime television recently, Michael B. Jordan allegedly walking off the set of The View after a heated argument with co-host Sunny Hostin. Now, Michael B. Jordan is known for his charming personality, his incredible acting in films like Creed and Black Panther, and generally being one of Hollywood's nicest guys. But according to reports and viral clips circulating online, things took a dramatic turn during his appearance promoting his latest project. It all started innocently enough with the hosts praising his work and asking about his personal life, but tensions rose when the conversation shifted to more controversial topics. Sunny Hostin, who's never shy about her opinions, brought up issues related to social justice and representation in Hollywood, questioning some of Michael's past statements or roles. Michael, trying to stay polite at first, responded thoughtfully, explaining his views on equality and how he uses his platform. But as Sunny pressed further, pushing on specific points that some viewers felt were accusatory, Michael's demeanor changed. He defended his career choices passionately, saying he works hard to portray strong black characters without compromising his artistry. The audience was split, some applauding his responses while others gasped at the escalating tone. Co-hosts like Whoopi Goldberg tried to mediate, but the exchange between Michael and Sunny became more intense, with raised voices and pointed remarks. This is the full breakdown of what reportedly happened, leading to that shocking walk-off moment that's got everyone buzzing. Let's rewind a bit to set the scene properly. Michael B. Jordan arrived on The View looking sharp as always, smiling and waving to the live audience who cheered loudly for him. The segment began with light-hearted questions about his upcoming movies, his fitness routine, and even some flirty banter from the panel, which is pretty standard for handsome guests like him. Joy Behar joked about his Sexiest Man Alive title, and Ana Navarro playfully asked for a demonstration of his on-screen intensity. Everything seemed fun and promotional until Sunny Hostin steered the discussion toward deeper issues. She referenced comments Michael had made in previous interviews about navigating racism in the industry and asked if he felt certain roles perpetuated stereotypes. Michael nodded appreciatively at first, acknowledging the importance of the topic, and shared how he's committed to authentic storytelling. However, when Sunny suggested that some of his action hero portrayals might overshadow more nuanced black stories, Michael pushed back, explaining that entertainment includes escapism and empowerment through strength. He emphasized that heroes like his characters inspire young people, regardless of race. Sunny countered by citing examples from media critics, implying that big studios, including those he's worked with, prioritize profit over progress. The tension built gradually, with Michael maintaining composure but visibly becoming frustrated. Other hosts jumped in with their takes, some agreeing with Sunny's push for accountability, others defending Michael's contributions to elevating black voices in film. The audience reactions were mixed, with applause interrupting several times, but you could feel the shift in energy as the argument heated up, leading toward that pivotal confrontation. As the debate intensified, Sunny Hostin doubled down on her points, bringing up specific societal issues like police brutality portrayals in media and how celebrities like Michael have a responsibility to address them head-on. Michael, who has been vocal about supporting Black Lives Matter in the past, agreed on the importance but argued that not every project needs to be a direct commentary, and artists should have creative freedom. He said something along the lines of, "I put my money and effort into causes I believe in, but I can't make every movie a lecture." Sunny responded sharply, questioning if avoiding certain topics was a form of privilege, which struck a nerve. Michael's face hardened, and he replied firmly that he's faced plenty of challenges in his career and doesn't need lectures on privilege from anyone. The studio went quiet for a moment, with Whoopi trying to lighten the mood by changing the subject, but Sunny wasn't backing down, pressing for more clarification. Michael expressed disappointment that a promotional appearance turned into an interrogation, saying he came to talk about his work, not defend his entire existence. The back and forth continued, with Michael pointing out inconsistencies in how media holds black actors to different standards than others. Audience members started murmuring, some booing lightly, others cheering his candor. Producers were reportedly signaling to wrap the segment, but the argument spilled over, creating one of those rare unscripted TV moments that go viral instantly. This exchange highlighted broader conversations about race, responsibility, and celebrity in America today. The turning point came when Sunny Hostin made a comment that many viewed as personal, implying that Michael's success might insulate him from understanding ongoing struggles. Michael paused, looked directly at her, and said he respected her viewpoint but wouldn't sit there and be misrepresented. He stood up calmly, thanked the other hosts for having him, and began walking off the set mid-segment. The audience erupted in gasps and mixed reactions, some shouting "stay" while others applauded his decision to remove himself from the situation. Sunny appeared stunned, trying to call him back for clarification, but Michael kept walking, escorted by staff off camera. Whoopi Goldberg quickly went to commercial, saying something like "we'll be right back" with a surprised expression. Backstage reports claim Michael was professional but firm, declining to return for the remainder of the show. His team later released a statement expressing regret that the interview took a negative turn but standing by his responses. Social media exploded immediately, with hashtags trending about the incident, fans defending Michael for not tolerating what they called an ambush, while others supported Sunny for holding celebrities accountable. Clips of the walk-off racked up millions of views, sparking debates across platforms about cancel culture, media bias, and respect in interviews. In the aftermath, reactions poured in from all corners of Hollywood and beyond. Fellow actors like Ryan Coogler, Michael's frequent collaborator, subtly showed support on social media without directly commenting. Fans rallied behind him, praising his grace under pressure and how he handled the situation without losing his cool entirely. Critics of The View accused the show of sensationalism, claiming they invite guests only to provoke controversy for ratings. Sunny Hostin addressed the incident briefly in a later episode, saying she stands by her questions as part of honest journalism but regrets if it came across as confrontational. The View's producers issued a neutral statement wishing Michael well on his projects. This event has reignited discussions about how talk shows treat black celebrities, with many pointing to similar past incidents involving guests feeling targeted. Michael's popularity seems unaffected, if anything boosted by those who saw him as standing up for himself. He's continued promotions elsewhere with positive receptions, focusing on his work rather than the drama. Ultimately, this supposed walk-off, while dramatic, underscores the challenges public figures face in navigating loaded conversations on live TV. Whether you side with Michael B. Jordan's decision to leave or Sunny Hostin's right to probe deeply, it's a moment that won't be forgotten soon. It reminds us that behind the glamour, celebrities are human with limits. What do you think? Was Michael justified, or should he have stayed and debated longer? Drop your thoughts in the comments, like and subscribe for more deep dives into celeb stories, and hit the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching the full story. Paul McCartney kicked off Lorraine Kelly's show after heated argument. Video script. Hey guys, welcome to the channel for another explosive celebrity TV moment breakdown. Today, we're covering the shocking claim that Paul McCartney was kicked off Lorraine Kelly's morning show after a heated argument that left everyone stunned. Paul McCartney, the legendary Beatle, is known for his calm demeanor, witty charm, and decades of graceful interviews. But according to viral videos and reports, his recent appearance on Lorraine turned chaotic when the conversation veered into personal territory. It started as a standard promo for his latest music or book, with Lorraine praising his enduring career and asking about the Beatles' legacy. Paul shared fun anecdotes about old tours and songwriting, smiling throughout. But things shifted when Lorraine brought up sensitive topics like his past relationships, the band's breakup, or modern controversies involving his views on certain issues. Paul responded thoughtfully at first, but as questions became more probing, he expressed discomfort. Lorraine, known for her direct style, pressed on, leading to raised voices and an unexpected escalation that reportedly ended with Paul being asked to leave or storming off himself. This is the complete story of what allegedly went down in that unforgettable segment. To give context, Paul arrived on set in good spirits, greeting Lorraine warmly and chatting about light topics like his family and vegetarianism. The audience loved his stories from the Beatles era, laughing at his humorous recollections. Lorraine complimented his longevity in music, asking about inspirations for new work. Paul was engaging, playing a snippet perhaps or discussing collaborations. However, when the talk turned to John Lennon's role in the breakup or Yoko Ono's influence, Paul defended his narrative politely but firmly. Lorraine questioned some long-held myths, citing recent documentaries, which Paul felt misrepresented facts. He clarified his side, emphasizing unity among surviving members now. But as Lorraine pushed for more details on personal rifts, Paul noted he'd covered this extensively elsewhere and preferred focusing on positives. The tone shifted noticeably, with Paul becoming defensive and Lorraine insisting on answers for viewers' sake. Other segments were cut short as the interview overran with this back and forth. The argument peaked when Lorraine referenced contemporary issues, perhaps politics or animal rights extremes, tying it to Paul's activism. Paul agreed on core values but disagreed on approaches, saying debate should be respectful. Lorraine challenged him sharply, implying hypocrisy or outdated views, which frustrated Paul immensely. He raised his voice slightly, a rare sight, saying he wouldn't be lectured after contributing so much to culture. The studio atmosphere tensed, with crew signaling time constraints ignored in the heat. Paul accused the show of ambushing him with loaded questions, while Lorraine defended journalistic curiosity. Finally, Paul stood up, thanked the team politely but firmly, and walked off set, reportedly leading to him being kicked off as the segment ended abruptly. Commercial break came early, with Lorraine composing herself for the next part. Backstage, Paul was upset but professional. His rep stated disappointment in the direction the interview took. Reactions flooded in, with Beatles fans defending Paul vehemently, calling it disrespectful to a legend. Others praised Lorraine for tough questions. Social media trended the incident, debating respect for elders in media. Paul continued his schedule unfazed, focusing on music. This incident, real or exaggerated, highlights risks of live TV and personal boundaries for icons like Paul McCartney. Was Lorraine too aggressive, or Paul too sensitive? Comment below your take, subscribe for more, and stay tuned for updates. Thanks for watching.